Why Meg Thee Stallion diss Drake in their previous songs or whenever, bro? I don't even know when she dissed him, but hey, let's
Nicki
tap right
Minaj
in.
versus Megan Thee Stallion beef, right? It's for a good reason. Things have been obviously popping off. Nicki
Content
just dropped her
promotion.
response, and Megan Thee Stallion still hasn't said a peep. But we've been
Content
focusing so
promotion.
much on Nicki versus Meg that we completely forgot Megan Thee Stallion actually dissed Drake on her record as well. I feel like this is something that's kind of been overlooked. So I want to put a little bit of our focus on this particular diss that was aimed at Drake. Let's take a look at what she said and why she actually decided to diss him. So I
Meg Thee Stallion's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
want to take a look at this entire section from the
Oh my
second
god.
verse. Let's start from the top and go all the way down to the Drake diss. So she starts off the verse by saying, "Nigga, ain't you here? I ain't scared
Whoa, he said it. He sounds like a white boy, and he said the
of, I
damn.
ain't, I ain't scared of dick. Any man go against me, I handle shit. I'm the Teflon Don in the courtroom. They be throwing
Don
that dirt. Don't shit stick." And then this part is kind of dope. She says, "All these little rap niggas so fraud. Xanax be they hard as bars. These niggas hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars. Ooh, real curvy, no etching.
Oh shit.
Niggas fight to get in my
Okay.
section." And then this is when the Drake diss comes into play. She says, "Don't speak on my body count if the dick ain't worth coming back for seconds. Cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents, posted in another nigga hood like a bad bitch."
No living being.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. First of all, this commercial. Second of all, hey Meg, you got some bars, bro? What the?
So I'm pretty sure what, Meg said is self-explanatory.
Yo, cat eyes
Cosplay
and shit.
gangsters, fake ass accents, well, that definitely applies to Drake. Because Drake is a guy
He
who,
cosplays?
first of all, switches up his accent every few business days. One day he's from the slums of Jamaica, and then the next day he's from the UK, right? You just never know with Drake. I mean, he could wake up one day and he could say, "Shit, today I'ma be from Iceland."
I don't know. That could be Drake just expressing his gratitude and showing love to all the other places that he's collaborated with. So it's not just making up an accent. It's more of like the way I'm seeing it, right? Me as an older person, because yes, I'm getting old, bro. I get it. I'm pushing 30. But hey, me the way I view it, it could just be him showing love. You know what I'm saying? Just like NLE Choppa, he switched up his flow when he went to UK and did a song with what's his name, bro? I forgot his name, but song was hard, bro. But he switched up his flow too. So y'all gonna say that he's making an accent as well? Come on, bro. Just hating.
And then also too the fake gangster line. We all know that Drake is someone who from time to time leans into like a gangster image. Listening to Drake's music, we all know that, from time to time he be kind of like painting this picture of himself that he's like some dangerous man with a whole lot of
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I gotta fix my glasses real quick. Anyways, when you get to a level like Drake, Nicki Minaj, especially Drake, it comes to a point where you just gotta go corporate, right? You gotta put up an image of professionalism. So that's why you see him, quote unquote, not gangster, because he's trying to give a good image to the people who sign his checks. If you think about it, ain't nobody want to hire a real gangster or street dude because 9 times out of 10 it's a liability. Trust me, they're either gonna get locked up, catch a body, or they're the body that's gonna get caught. There's that one out of 10 chance that they make it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lil Durk, shout out all the other ones that made it, but that's why people switch up their image, bro. You
a
gotta.
lot of mob ties, which I'm sure Drake
I'm saying?
actually has some mob ties because of his status, right? But in that case, it would strictly be because he has so much money and so much power, and not necessarily because there's some kind
R.I.P.
of
Nip.
credibility to Drake's street cred. So Drake has kind of been battling, with being called soft his entire career, right? And so this is why I think a lot of times he tries to compensate by trying to come across as the complete opposite. So what Meg said obviously applies to Drake, and there's a lot of validity to what she's saying as well. She's not just rapping out of her ass. She's taking a very valid jab at Drake. So let's talk about why she actually
I
said
don't
this.
think
Now,
so.
if you guys don't know, right, if you're not in the loop, back in November 2022, Drake dropped a joint project with 21 Savage titled Her Loss. I'm sure you know that. Now, on a song called Circo Loco, Drake said the following: I've been blowing through the money like a growing trees. I've been fucking on a French bitch. C'est la vie. I just put him on a jet, now they all Italian. Way I'm dressed and tell him I've been to 1,000 islands. And then on this next part, he said, this bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. And that right there was a shot at Megan.
Damn, c'est la vie, le oui oui, le front, oui 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 oui. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out Drake, bro. That shit was hard. What did he say? I've been, c'est la, bruh.
Stallion. This was a reference to the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case when Tory Lanez was accused of shooting Megan in the foot. And also, too, the word stallion, apart from it being a reference to Megan Thee Stallion, an adult male horse that is used for breeding. And horse is an insult that people have been thrown at Megan Thee Stallion for a long time, actually. So it's like an insult that's synonymous with Megan Thee Stallion's name. So this right here is actually why Meg decided to diss Drake on this record right here. She's essentially, you know, responding back to Drake because he was the one who dissed her initially. Speaking of dissing, I'm about to diss yo ass if you don't click on that like.
Shut your ass up with your freaking faceless content, bro. Stick to what you're good at. Make this video so I can react to it. You ain't gonna be dissing nobody, bro.
Exactly did Drake diss Megan Thee Stallion in the first place? Well, the surface level answer, he messes with Tory Lanez. And so this was Drake's way of siding with Tory Lanez, because you guys know the tension that was up in the air when this entire Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case was ongoing. Aside from the fans who were kind of divided, you know, on one side people were supporting Tory Lanez.
Here's the thing, bro. Don't choose a side. You're just a fan. Be a fan of both of them. Be a fan of none of them. Who cares? Don't choose a side. Don't pick and choose, because that's what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Be a fan of everybody. Don't pick a side, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be an NPC by picking a side. That's how they're going to view you. Just another view to them. Believe me. Just be you. Just be you. Be 100. And that's all that matters. Be at peace with yourself. F around picking a side, bro.
Because they didn't believe that he actually shot Meg. And then on the other hand, another group of people were saying, we got to protect this woman. She just got violated by this man who shot her, right? So there was a clear separation in the middle. And aside from the fans, a lot of artists in the music industry were also taking a stand by making it known what side they were on. One of those people, like we know now, was Drake. He decided to publicly show support for Tory Lanez on the Circle Loco diss aimed at Megan by insinuating that she lied about getting shot. Now that's the surface level answer to this, because personally I don't think Drake did this because, you know, he actually wanted to show support for Tory Lanez. Now this is the bar that he spit, and you know, most of us are going to assume that's why he did it, because he's taken his stance against Meg in defense of Tory. But there was an underlying reason why Drake decided to diss Megan Thee Stallion, which is something a lot of people never talked about. And this goes hand in hand with the project Her Loss and why Drake actually decided to drop this joint project with 21 Savage. Now before we get there, let's actually talk about why I don't think that Drake did this because he was looking out for Tory. And this kind of goes back to some time ago, okay? For anyone who is familiar with the history, Tory Lanez and Drake, they're actually beefing in the past. Now this beef dates back to like 2015 when Tory Lanez was doing his freestyle, and he had this line where he said, I know these niggas about to act scary, T.O. nigga, only spin without the Blackberry. And this was a reference to Drake, you know, during that old freestyle where he was freestyling with a Blackberry. And then after this, Drake in 2016, he dropped the record Summer 16 where he was responding to Tory Lanez, and he said, all you boys in the new Toronto want to be me a little. And that was a reference to a Tory Lanez project which dropped the previous year titled The New Toronto. So Tory Lanez and Drake were kind of like, you know, going back and forth, sending shots at each other from time to time. Tory Lanez on the Uber Everywhere remix said the following: yeah, pussy boy, I'll slap that smile clean off your face. You don't know no trap niggas, you don't be round this way. You some actor nigga boy, I used to see you on the screen. And this is obviously a reference to Drake being a, you know, child actor on
I did not know that
before he became.
Hey, but who cares though, bro? If you on the screen, you obviously you know him, bro. He's been bigger than you. That's what I'm putting out there, bro. If he was on the screen and getting money, that means he's just been getting money since a youngin. Shout out to him, bro. Get your money. Don't pick a side. I'm telling you. You right there, the homie next to you, the homie behind you, and the homie to the other side. The homie that you're passing the joint to right now, that's who I'm talking to too. Get your money.
I'm a rapper. But anyway, in the end, they decided to make a truce. And Tory Lanez went on this worldwide tour with Drake. Now I'm bringing this up to kind of highlight the fact that Drake and Tory Lanez, they had issues in the past. And despite the fact that they made a truce, I still don't believe that Drake saying what he said about Megan Thee Stallion was a way for him to back up Tory Lanez, because as we all know, when it comes to Drake and his beefs, Drake is someone who rarely puts down a hatchet once he's gotten into it with him. And that kind of brings me to the incentive Drake had as far as dissing Megan Thee Stallion. Now the incentive Drake had is that the project Her Loss, first of all, was created because Drake wanted to do two different things here. Number one, he wanted to find a way to validate his street image, and so that's why he has 21 Savage on his project. And then number two, Drake wanted to also double down on recruiting more male fans to his audience. That's why the project Her Loss is titled Her Loss. It's a subconscious message to his male audience that reinforces a perspective and mindset that a lot of, specifically like young guys, are very drawn to. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that Drake dropped his project in order to get back at the women who he feels like lost him. So he accomplished two things by dropping his project. Number one, he managed to add some type of credibility to his street image, and that was with the help of 21 Savage. And then number two, he managed to recruit.
That's the thing. This is why I always preach. There's always a ceiling in the streets, but when you get to a level like him, or in any way, shape, or form, that girl that hurt you or boy that hurt you, whether you're male or female or whatever you identify as watching this video, I hope you're male or female, bro. I hope, anyways, so whoever's, saying, your significant other, your chick, your dude. Bro, I lost my train of thought. Damn. What'd he say?
Ability to his street image, and that was with the help of 21 Savage.
Okay, all right, go ahead and I might cut all that out. If you see it and it's still in here, I'm saying I just got lazy, bro, because I'm too lit. Anyways, so what I was trying to say is defeat people with success, meaning leave it alone. It is what it is. Get your money, shine brighter than them. So when they're going to see you in 5-10 years, when they're still stuck in their hometown and haven't left, still living with their parents in a house built from in a house built from the 1940 something, still got like the linoleum floors and all that. When you're, when it's like messing with a female or a male that still lives with their parents like that, and I still live in their hometown, bruh, and you're shining brighter than they are, living out of town in the city, got your money, your own spot, cars, fucking everything, bro. You're living lavish and don't gotta worry about bills. That's the goal you want to reach for. You know what I'm saying? You want to beat people with success, defeat them with success. If you can leave with something here today from watching my videos, beat them with success. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you.
Savage. And then number two, he managed to recruit even more male fans to his audience. Now, for all this to be neatly packaged and consistent on all fronts, Drake has to what? He has to take a shot at a woman, Megan Thee Stallion. That's where she comes into play. Since Megan Thee Stallion was already a popular opinion before Drake hit on us, it was a very easy way for him to throw out the shot just so the rest of the packaging could make sense. So that's the truth about this Drake and Megan Thee Stallion beef right here. Personally, I feel like Meg actually took the W here because, No,
she did not. She did not. There ain't no W's in between anyone because all y'all doing is just losing fans at the end of the day. Think about it. Her fans could have been his fans, but then now they're divided because they got to choose a side. Come on, bro. Make your money together. Shine together, bro. Hey, don't stop trying to be number one and have the group be number one. That's why AMP is shining harder now. Shout out to AMP, bro. Everyone out there, they're doing their thing. No one's trying to outshine the other. They're just doing their thing, vibing together. They got a big old crib together. Each of them got like 10 cars. That's the goal. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Is collaborate. Don't alienate yourself. Shout out to Burner, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the ones that actually speaks on this. He says it's better to the network than to make enemies. Sure, you could gain quick clout by making enemies and dissing people, but if you make friends, bro, everyone's gonna make millions together. Trust me, everyone's gonna make money together. Everyone's gonna be fine. Whenever you come up with a new idea, you may never know the person that you ended up being cool with and not dissing. Maybe he could open the door for that endeavor that you want to chase. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Hopefully y'all made it to the end. Hopefully y'all can leave with some. That's what I do in every single one of my videos. I try to give a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of game. That way you guys could, relate and vibe with, because we got to leave with value. Ain't nobody giving advice or value anymore because everyone wants to charge and make money to give the same advice that's out there. And it could be simple advice too, bro. It could be just like simple whatever, but they still want to charge $1, and I get it. Get your money, get your bag. But at the same time, if it's someone smaller than you that really, really wants to do it, then just give the game, bro. As a matter of fact, I might start another video series of teaching y'all how to get a niche. Tapping below. Catch on next one. We out.